Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to a new episode of When You're Delusional, You're Gonna Be on TikTok. I do hope you're gonna enjoy the video, so let's just get into it.
Feminism is a scam. A few years ago, I was an angry, blue-haired feminist. I once believed that male privilege was real and that I was a victim of the wage gap. Now that I understand the true motives of feminism, I know that this could not be further from the truth, and that modern-day feminism is a war on true masculinity. Modern feminists are convincing women that hookup culture, using hormonal birth control, and not shaving is liberation, that toxic masculinity is prevalent and the patriarchy must be dismantled.
My least favorite thing about TikTok. Uneducated people who know nothing about the topic they're discussing and spewing nonsense as though they are experts. And people just eating it up. Hi, Shannon. You demonizing modern feminism while clearly not understanding its history or the nuances within the movement, and then describing feminism in such a reductive, infantile, and shallow way is extremely embarrassing. I can see why you have stitches off. What you have termed modern feminism is actually closest related to second wave feminism. Second wave feminism gained the most traction in the 1960s and the 1970s. So I guess our definitions of modern might be a little different. The primary focus of second wave feminism was addressing inequality and discrimination. It also was challenging gender roles, thing you sunk your teeth into. But that's just the tip of the feminist iceberg. So let's stop here for a moment. Do you make any money, Shannon? Maybe you've monetized your TikTok, or do you have a job? Or maybe you get money from mom and dad? Either way, do you have a bank account? Is that bank account in your name? Do you have a credit card in your name? Or are those accounts in your dad's name or your husband's? I don't know if you're married or single, but it doesn't matter because either way, are those accounts in your name? I'm guessing the answer to these questions is yes. Well, you can thank second wave feminism for your ability to have your own bank account. Yep, the very thing you're demonizing. Or perhaps I'm wrong and you actually don't care about having your own money or your own bank account.
Ugh, let me stop this here for a second because this is way too painful to watch. Every time they try to make a stupid argument, they go back 60 years ago. It was not that much about you not being able to have a bank account, it was all about not being able to take a loan. And it makes sense. You didn't have a job. It only made sense for the bank to ask you how are you gonna pay back the loan or who's gonna pay back. And you said your husband. And I hate to say this and I hope I'm never gonna have to say it again, but it was common sense from the bank to say we're gonna have to ask your husband if he's gonna be the one paying back the loan.
Here's the thing. The history of feminism is far from perfect. Historically, the feminist movement has lacked intersectionality, inclusivity, and diversity. Although I imagine that's not what bothers you. Because as an able-bodied cishet white woman, you have always reaped the massive benefits of the feminism that came before you. Even though you have zero understanding of that, it still benefits you. So it is imperative that the feminism of today is inclusive, intersectional, and diverse. Which brings us to the fourth wave of feminism. Let me describe what modern feminism actually is. It's about equality for all. It's about having choices for yourself and respecting the choices of others. It's about me as a woman looking at you as another woman and saying, I see you want to live a traditional life. I see you want to be a wife and a mother. What a beautiful thing that is. Modern feminism is you as a woman looking at me as another woman and saying, I see that you are a mother and also a vice president. What a beautiful thing that is. Modern feminism is about respecting the choices of others, regardless of whether we would choose the same thing ourselves. Let me touch on one more thing, since you are laboring under a very serious misapprehension in regards to feminism. What feminism is not is man-hating or demonizing masculinity. You reducing the movement down to that is laughable. Because feminism wants men to be free. Free from the shackles of constantly having to feel like they are man enough. Free from always feeling like they have to man up. We want men to be free of the crushing loneliness that comes from not sharing your emotions and bottling everything up. Remember, feminism is about respecting choice. And that's respecting a man's choice to build a skyscraper or build a sandcastle with his daughter. So Shannon, stop stepping on the necks and backs of the women and men who came before you. Those that gave you the gift of the life that you, as a woman, are now able to have. Even you being allowed to have a platform on TikTok where you can spew your bullshit nonsense to the world is a privilege you have because of feminism.
Oh, what wonderful creatures you are. Second wave feminism already brought her that. All the rights, all the freedoms that she needs. But she's not talking about that. She's talking about modern day feminism. The main haters. The main haters you claim you are not, but I know for sure you are one after watching the rest of your videos. Let's look for a second at this next video, as she looks like an angry feminist to me.
How do I get in on that slapping drunk men in bars trend thing? Because I see these girls slapping the fuck out of them on TikTok. And I want to do it. I want to do it.
Oh, I wish you would, just so I can turn that nose ring into my keychain. But back to the first lunatic, what exactly were you saying? No, modern day feminism is about hatred on men. It's about feminizing men just so you can come up stronger. It's not about equality, it's about superiority over men. It's about destroying nuclear families, it's about destroying traditional values. That first lady that you were responding to, she saw modern day feminism for what it is, that's why she chose to walk away from it.
Feminism is this country.
Can you be more specific?
Feminism has taught us to hate men and to fear men because capital profits off of my fear as a woman. If I'm afraid of men, they can make a profit off of that. There's a gender war because men are the underdogs right now. Men are the ones being told you're feared, you're wrong, everything you do is wrong, go make money, don't show emotion, BBB. Women are making a rise to the top. We've over-feminized so much and included women so much, which is great. But we don't have to tear men down to include women.
So why is there so much talk about male privilege?
Because for a long time there was male privilege, and now the script is flipped. Now women are the ones with privilege, but no one's ready to hear that.
But why are we still talking about male privilege?
Because no one's ready for it. We're not ready to make that change. We're seeing more women in films, more women in power. The amount of jobs that I have seen that say women only is ridiculous.
I wonder what will happen if a company will have an ad saying men only. I'm pretty sure that company will not exist the next day. I've seen companies that were forced to hire 25% of the employees to be only women. And on the surface, that's fine, that's great, more inclusivity and all that shit. But when you're talking about a company operating into a war zone, being forced to hire people only based on their gender, it becomes a liability. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear from you. As always, thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next one.